Shifting focus now to the energy markets, the International Energy Agency is warning of a sharp drop in global oil demand this year, as the closure of the Strait of Hormuz disrupts supplies and high fuel prices force consumers to cut back. The IEA now expects global oil demand to fall by 1.6 million barrels per day. That's significantly worse than its previous forecast. Now, oil prices slipped more than 1% as forecasts for global demand weakened amid the Iran war and the supply disruptions as well. Brent is around $87 a barrel, while U.S. crude is near $82. A surprise jump in U.S. crude inventories is also weighing on oil prices, though risks around key West Asia shipping routes are keeping a floor under the market. The world oil market is being squeezed from both sides. Supplies are being disrupted, while high prices are weighing on demand. The Strait of Hormuz remains effectively closed to most tanker traffic following the war involving Iran. The strait is a critical global energy route with around 1/5 of the world's oil supplies normally passing through it. Despite repeated claims that a ceasefire deal could reopen the waterway, only a handful of ships are currently getting through. That has kept oil prices well above levels seen before the US and Israeli attacks on Iran in late February. The IEA has now doubled down on its demand, warning that it expects global oil consumption to fall by 1.6 million barrels per day this year, compared with its earlier forecast of 1 million barrel a day decline. But the supply picture is also tight. Global oil supplies rose 2.4 million barrels per day in July, reaching 101.5 million barrels per day. That is still 6.3 million barrels per day below last year's level. The IEA says renewed hostilities and shipping disruptions in July and early August, they have undermined efforts to restore supplies. The agency now expects global oil supply to fall by an average 4.3 million barrels a day this year, before recovering next year. And there could also be some relief on the demand side. The IEA expects global oil demand to return to growth in the fourth quarter.